SOFI update here on the 5th. So I'll give you two different possibilities in this video. Um, the first possibility is the one that I've been talking about for a while. It's this right here. And then the second possibility is that this would end up being the end of the overall B wave. So, and then we finally can take off. And I'll tell you why that makes sense as well. So overall, I think at this point, this is either a WXY move or it's going to end up being an ABC move. So A, B, C, like that. The difference between the two is that if this is ABC, we're in a 5-wave move right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. It'd be ABC. Or the other possibility is we get a bigger bounce and then we get a C wave down like that. I think the 550 gap is probably going to fill at some point in the next couple of months. I think the 550 gap will fill, and that will be your bottom. So October-ish, maybe earlier than that. Maybe it happens quicker. Not sure, but probably over the next couple of months. The tricky part about this chart is that this is like a B wave to me. So again, if it's a B wave, if we end up going down here to 550 and it ends up being a B wave, then I'm looking at it like this, in which this is A, and we still have another move down like that. That would be super annoying if you're long, because that means it would just take longer for this finally get this move higher that we've been looking for a long time. But it's a possibility. Or somehow this ends up being a WXY move, which means this. If this is WXY, then that just means ABC, ABC, A, B, C. The weird thing about this, though, is this only took like 4 months to complete WX, and then that would just make this Y wave would just be really long, 8 months or so. So that's why I have been saying for a long time that I lean towards this being a B wave of a B wave. I know it's getting kind of confusing, but that's why I'm leaning towards. The timing doesn't really make sense for this WXY move. But then you also factor in how far we've retraced from 1170. And if we hit 550, it wouldn't really make that much sense to come up here and then come back down. So I have conflicting thoughts on where we're at. But I would say, based on what I'm thinking for the overall market, it probably does make more sense if we hit 550 that the B wave's finished. So that would just mean we're finally ready to take off like that. So we'll see what happens. I guess just focus on the smaller term move for now, which again can be two things. It can be like that, or it can be like that. Those are the two possibilities I see. We invalidated that 5-wave move, obviously, today by breaking the low here at 615. So now we are probably in a 5-wave move, and I would actually lean towards that. But the invalidation for that is going to be at 701. So if this breaks 701, then I would say we are in a B wave. I give it a slim chance of this being finished or already hit the low. I think there's probably going to be one more low. We're too close to this gap fill too. And I think on the overall market, there's probably going to be a B wave bounce and then a C wave, one more move lower on the overall market too. I'm still in the camp of thinking that we're going to get a blow off top in 2025 for the overall market. Some people are saying the financial collapse is real and that this is actually what's going to happen now. I'll do a market update later, but I think that the blow off top in 2025 is still going to happen. And so that would be huge for growth stocks to absolutely explode, kind of similar to like early 2021, those moves. So I would say based on how far we retraced and where we're at, the B wave is probably finishing up if we make one more low. But again, this might have one more move higher and then fall one more time before the big move higher. So if I didn't confuse you yet, hopefully I didn't confuse you. Give me a like, subscribe, and I'll keep you updated on SOFI. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Nice bounce from the low, up about 10% from the low. But again, there's probably going to be one more low coming in the next month or two. So that's it. I will talk again to you soon. More updates to come.